Hello, this is our final project for the subject MPU 2103U2. Our group consists of 4 people who are Dayash, the managing director, Nishan, the product and engineering lead, Darren, the marketing and sales manager, and Shan, the operations and supply chain manager. Firstly, we have the SDGs supported by meditime. Meditime also contributes to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, particularly SDG 3, Good Health and Well-Being. SDG 3 focuses on ensuring healthy lives and promoting well-being for people of all ages. Meditime supports this goal by helping users manage their medication more consistently and reducing the possibility of missed doses. Meditime also supports SDG 10, Reduced Inequalities, because its simple and elderly-friendly design aims to make basic assistive health technology more accessible to people who may struggle with more complicated digital solutions. In addition, meditime connects with SDG 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, by supporting healthier and more independent aging within the community. Instead of depending completely on caregivers, elderly users can have greater confidence in managing their own daily medication routine. Next is the community impact. Meditime is not only designed to benefit individual customers, it also aims to create a positive impact within the wider community. Our main community includes elderly individuals, family caregivers, nursing homes, elderly care centers, and people managing chronic conditions. Meditime can help families feel more confident about their elderly loved ones' medication routines. We also plan to engage with communities through senior citizen centers, health fairs, pharmacy demonstrations, and community workshops. Through these activities, Meditime hopes to introduce elderly users to simple health technology and educate them about the importance of proper medication management. Well, you may wonder, what is meditime? In simple terms, it is a smart medication organizer. The idea came from everyday problems where millions of people rely on medication to manage their health. However, remembering to take the right medicine at the right time can be a challenge, especially for elderly individuals and people who take multiple medications. This is where meditime comes in. Meditime is a Malaysian health tech product designed to make medication management simpler, safer, and more convenient. Our mission is to help elderly people maintain a more independent and worry-free lifestyle while also giving their families greater peace of mind. The idea behind meditime was developed from real-life experiences with improper medication use and the difficulties faced by elderly users and their caregivers. Lastly, about the product. Meditime is a smart, 3-compartment medication organizer designed specifically for daily medication routines. The 3 compartments can be used to separate medicines into morning, afternoon, and night doses. This makes it easier for users to identify which medication they need to take at different times of the day. But meditime is more than just a traditional pill box. It comes with a built-in digital clock and programmable alarm system. The device provides both visual and audible reminders to alert users when it is time to take their medication. For example, users can set reminders for 8 a.m., 2 p.m., and 9 p.m. Meditime also uses a clear display and simple design to make it easier for elderly users to operate. It can be placed conveniently on a bedside table and charged using a standard USB-C cable. Most importantly, meditime does not require the elderly user to operate a complicated smartphone application. It is designed to be simple, practical, and easy to understand. During the discussion, we talked about the common problem of people forgetting to take their medication at the correct time. This can be especially challenging for elderly people or individuals who need to take several types of medicine throughout the day. We discussed the idea of developing a smart medicine box that can help users manage their medication more easily. The Medibox would have different compartments for different medicines and scheduled times. We also discussed features such as alarms, visual reminders, and a digital display to remind users when it is time to take their medicine. The purpose is to make medication management simpler, safer, and more convenient. As a group, we shared our ideas, discussed the product design, and considered how the Medibox could be useful for both patients and caregivers. Overall, the discussion helped us improve our product concept and understand how the smart Medibox can solve a real-life problem. Through teamwork and discussion, we were able to develop a clearer idea of our product and how it could benefit users in the future. First, we prepared the materials and tools needed to build the box. We used materials such as cardboard, a storage box, colored paper, scissors, markers, and other supporting materials. Next, we started designing and modifying the box to create separate compartments for different types of medication. The compartments are designed to help users organize their medicine according to different times, such as morning, afternoon, and night. Finally, this is the final outcome of the Medibox.
Figured it out.
And welcome to our podcast. Today we're going to be introducing and discussing our innovative business idea, which is meditime. So this is our product. You can see. Okay. So meditime is a smart medication organizer designed especially for elderly users and people who need to take medication at different times of the day. So our team consists of 4 members, and each of us has a very different responsibility in the business. I'm Dinesh, the managing director. Joining me are Nishan, our product and engineering lead, Stan, our operation and supply chain manager, and Darren, our marketing and sales manager. So let's begin discussing the problem that inspired us to create meditime. So one of the biggest challenges faced by elderly people is remembering to take their medication at the correct time. Traditional toolbox helps them organize medication, but usually don't remind them to take the medication when it is needed. So smart applications can provide reminders for that. But elderly people may not be comfortable using smartphones or complicated technology. So this creates a gap in the market. And in that gap, our solution is medtech.
Exactly. Basically, meditime is designed as a simple bedside device that combines 3 compartment-based organizers, digital clock, and a reminder alarm. So the 3 compartments can be used for morning, afternoon, and night medication. For example, the user can prepare their medication in advance. The digital display shows current time, but the alarm reminds user when it's time to take their medication. So the device also uses both visual and audible reminders, so making it easier for the elderly users to notice the reminder.
And most importantly, let's say, meditime is designed to be simple. So the objective is not to create another complicated gadget for elderly people to use, but instead, we want meditime to be a part of their normal bedside routine. So, why is meditime needed? You might ask. I have done it for you.
Okay, from the customer perspective, meditime is not only useful for the elderly, so to target customers to include children and family caregiver, so who purchase the product for their aging parents. So imagine that having an elderly parents while working on day, so you may not always be available to remind them to take their medication, right? Yeah, they need to provide an additional reminder that support their family medication style.
Okay, we also identify nursing homes, elderly care centers, and home care service providers as potential business customers. These organizations have multiple business operations and use medication at different times. Therefore, meditime can provide organization easier for both users and caregivers.
Another important feature of meditime It does not require the elderly users to operate a smartphone. So the device has a clear digital display and simple control, and then it make it more accessible for the users who may have limited experience with smartphones.
So let's go on about the product features and innovation. So Nishan, can you explain a bit more about the product itself?
Yes. So the main difference is traditional pillbox mini provides storage. So many can combine storages and meditation reminders in one device. Compared with app-dependent smart field replacement method, many can also focus on simplicity. So the users does not need to rely on smartphone application for the basic reminder function. So this makes it more suitable for elderly users who prefer simple and straightforward patterns.
Um, can you explain about the features also? Okay?
Sure. Meditime has several key features. First, it has three separate meditation departments for different times of the day. Second, it has a digital time display. Third, it has a programmable alarm with up to three reminders per day. Fourth, the device provides both audible and visual reminder. And finally, it can be recharged using a USB-C connection. And also, we can use wireless charger for the alarm.
Something like Apple Watch. Like,
Yeah, basically like that. Lah.
Okay. So, okay, thank you about that, Nishan, about features all. So let's move on about the business model kind of. So that I'm
so for business model control, our key partners include pharmacy chains, hospitals, and clinic, even elderly acquisition and our manufacturing partners. So our key activities include product design, production, format development, and distribution, after sales, warranty service. Okay, for our key resources, we need our product good manufacturing partnership, selection, property coaching, capital, and our supply chain network. Our main channel include our partners, commerce platform such as Shopee, Lazada, our company website, and also our clinic referral programs. Okay, so customer segment includes annual medication users, family caregivers, nursing homes, and elderly care centers. So our main value proposition
all right, right. You can see an example of what we might hear, what your parents might hear. So we just have to do this first stop thing.
or you have to click excitement.
Yeah, and then it's done. Yeah. So we'll talk about our example of it. Yeah, done. We can continue.
Okay.
Sorry.
Continue. Okay. So our main value proposition is simple. So meditation helps our users to organize their meditation and remember that when the time to take it, right?
Yeah.
So we also provide a sense of security for camera takers and family takers.
All right. So let's say for customer relationship, we do try to provide pharmacy onboarding, customer support, community workshops, and also a 1-year warranty, right, Darren?
Yep.
Yeah. So our revenue with that mainly comes from US sales, replacement, compartment trays, bulk, business orders, and in the future, an optional companion application subscription. So hopefully for that, yeah. So the next step, we have the market and competitor. Darren, you can say, yeah, your part.
Okay, for now let's talk about market. So Winter is experiencing the aging population with trade and increasing a need for healthcare services. Yeah. So our private target is elderly people 60 and above, so who take regular medication. So however, we also focus on elder the age of 30 to 55 years old, right? Who purchase the healthcare product for their parents.
So who are our main competitors?
Okay, there are so many categories. So the first is import the smart medication dispensers, often app depend and more expensive. So the second is basic or pill box.
Yeah.
Basic pill box and alarm device that are cheaper but provide fewer features.
Alright.
So many times Meditime prohibits itself between the two categories. So we provide a useful smart people keeping their keeping their product simple and affordable. So our focus to direct to customer price is in 700 a day, and while the recommend pharmacy retail price will be 99 a day.
So the pricing is important because our goal is not to create an expensive medical visit. We want medicine to be accessible to all families. We want a practical medication reminder without paying for an overly complicated system.
All right. Thank you for that. So let's go on about the marketing strategy of our business. So David, can you go with that a bit?
Okay, for marketing, right? We using the combination of online and offline strategy. So online, we plan to use the social media and e-commerce platform. Like, you know what they, you know, right?
Let me get coffee and lava.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can create a demonstration video that show the maritime works and how it helps the elderly users to know how to use the platform. So offline, then we plan to work with pharmacies and contact demonstration at senior citizen center and healthcare fairs. Okay, pharmacy partnership are especially important because customer already have pharmacies and purchasing healthcare related product. Okay, exactly. So we also plan to train the pharmacy staff so that we can explain the medicine properly to customers. So our promotion strategy includes demonstrations, social media, outreach, community reach, word of mouth, incentives, and pharmacy promotions. So our goal is to make the customers understand that medicine is not just another device. It's a practical tool designed to support medication and knowledge.
All right. So, okay, you can really say let's go on to our operations and production part. So, Sean, let's talk about how medicine is actually going to be produced.
So every time we use a contract manufacturing model, the product will be designed by our team, while manufacturing and assembly will be carried out by contract manufacturer. The complete units will be sent to our warehouse in Petaling Jaya. There we will conduct filing quality, checks packaging and labeling before distributing the products.
So basically, quality control is also a very important part for a product like medicine. So we need to make sure that the alarm works correctly, the display is readable, battery can charge safely, and the physical product can withstand normal use.
Exactly, yeah, bro. We will conduct incoming inspection, manufacturing inspection, and outgoing quality checks. Every unit will also come with a 1 year warranty and refund replacement or repair process.
All right. So, as we can see, this product has gone through its inspection check. So, its alarms are working. So, applause to us for that. So, next up, we have our financial plan. So, let's discuss one of the most important part of the business plan, the financial plan. So, Medicare is applying for 150,000 business loan, where the funding will be used for initial production unit, our first batch of 3,000 units, and also pharmacy listing fees, marketing, and working capital. So, yeah,
The first batch of inventory is estimated at around RM75,000 based on approximately RM25 manufacturing cost per unit. Other major allocation includes RM35,000 for production and more, RM10,000 for pharmacy listing fees, and another RM15,000 for marketing, and another RM15,000 as a working capital reserve. Okay, and our apprentice rating, guys, they give us a silver channel. So as I mentioned before, right? So the direct to customer is standardized and the pharmacy is right? So not only that, our pharmacy policies, our price is about 58 to 60 ringgit per unit.
retail, wholesale, right? It is by bulk. Yeah.
Right.
So based on this and our financial protection, Medicare expects a total of a year one income of approximately 375,000, where the first projected net profit before tax is approximately 59,300. So, and the projected cash flow also improves throughout the year, with the projected closing cash balance reaching approximately 141,000 by December. And this projection suggests that Meditime has potential to become financially sustainable if our sales and cost assumptions are achieved. So, yeah.
So, one more thing. So, we also conducted a SWOT analysis. So, our main strength, medicine is specifically designed for elderly users, combining medication storage and reminders like I mentioned before, and its potential pharmacy distribution relationship.
However, there are also weaknesses. For example, the net is higher unit cost than a basic cost. New brand user and established track record and some elderly users may not like having to charge the device.
So, there are also opportunities. So, like, for instance, aging population creates a growing market with elderly care products. So, there's also a potential demand for the futures, people wanting future, and partnership with healthcare organizations. Okay, and I believe at the same time we also face threats such as low cost medication, price sensitivity among retirees, and also possible disruptions in the supply of our electric components, right? Yeah. Yeah. So let's go on about our future development. Let's go with that. Yeah. So Meditime is not intent to stop our first product. So in the future we plan to develop a compensation mobile application.
So, basically, the application will allow caregivers to receive remote notification and potentially monitor medication. So, however, the basic meditime device will continue to function without requiring the users to operate the application.
We plan to expand our distribution beyond the Klang Valley into other parts of Asia, eventually preventing evaluation and market.
And hopefully in the longer term, Meditime could expand into other elderly care products, such as like fall detection accessories maybe. So we never know. So let's go on about the conclusion of our podcast, guys. So after discussing the business idea, marketing strategy, operations, and financial plan, what can we conclude about Meditime, guys?
So, from the product perspective, many times solves a critical problem using relatively simple technology.
Okay, from the operation perspective, our content management product allow us to control our internal resources while maintaining quality requirements.
Okay, from the marketing perspective that we have already identified our customer and the customer distribution channels, particularly conversations, e-commerce and education centers. And I believe also from the financial perspective, our projections indicate that the business has potential to generate positive cash flow and profit, which will be good for us. So most importantly, Meditime is designed around a real everyday problem. So helping people manage their problem and medication consistently will make our mission come true, where our mission is ultimately to make management simple, reliable, and worry-free for elderly people and their families.
Yeah. So, technology does not always have to be complicated to make an impact. Right?
Sometimes simple solutions whenever people can make the biggest difference.
And that's exactly what Meditime aims to. Yeah. With that, all I want to say is thank you guys for listening to our Meditime podcast. Last sentence, right? Okay, and with that, thank you guys for listening to our Meditime podcast. We hope that you have a better understanding of our product, our business model, and our future vision. So, thank you.